Coffee? Check. Sleep-deprived? Check. Working a few more hours? Check. Yeah, sounds like we got a commentary today. So it is currently 6:15 in the morning at the time of me recording this. I have not slept since yesterday, and as I mentioned, it is Thanksgiving. I have work today, but I can't sleep, and I have a hot take. Well, now, what is that hot take, you may ask? Me personally, I think visualized sound effects needs a fucking nerf. Now, that sounds kind of insane, because, well, you use it, everybody's using it, why should it be nerfed? I just think it's kind of crazy to me that, like, you don't need to hear someone nearby or 50 meters out to know that there's fighting going on or there's just movement in general. That someone just, like, take one slight misstep because of, like, stick drift or their finger slips or something. And most of the times, you more than likely did not hear that footstep or you did not hear anyone fighting anywhere else. But because of it, because of visualized sound effects, you just so happen to. I really think that it needs a pullback to what's actually possible to be heard, as well as like a certain distance to be traveled to actually hear footsteps. Because I really believe that once everyone started using this shit, third partying got worse because it became that much easier to find someone fighting somebody else, not even that far away, in boxes. Like, box fighting used to be somewhat safe, which is one reason why, like, on one hand, I hated it. I still hate box fighting just because I think it's boring.
Ironic, isn't it?
But I understood why other people would do it, because if you're box fighting, it's safe. You could be in there duking it out with somebody, and as long as there's no one like too close to y'all, nobody's gonna realize what's going on. They could just see like a box or two where someone was looting. Who knows? But you wouldn't expect a fight to be going on there unless y'all were just actively building. If you were getting third party, you are probably, like, before visualized sound effects was being utilized by literally everybody playing this game now. If anybody knew you were fighting, you were more than likely build fighting, or like y'all were spraying at each other from like range. And that gives plenty of time for people to hear this if they're just roaming around the map, or in the distance they just so happen to see you two go under the height limit, in which case that granted third party. But the amount of times where I have actually just been minding my own business and I just so happen to hear like someone gliding in before I actually heard them, or heard someone take shots, or rather I saw a visual indicator of someone taking shots before I even actually heard any gunfire whatsoever. Not a snipe, not a AR shot, not a pump, anything. Is absolutely fucking insane to me. And I understand that maybe this is a bit insane to say because of the people that actually have like hearing issues. This actually enables them to play the game at a somewhat even level with other players that actually don't have any impaired senses. But I feel like if your volume is at a certain level, that you shouldn't even be allowed to use the option. Because at least then, like, it's guaranteed that, hey, you're not able to hear this all that well. But then again, when I say that now, that presents another issue for anyone that actually can't hear. They probably won't know why it's not working. But maybe if you have visualized sound effects enabled, it just drops all the audio down to zero. I don't know. But it needs to be nerfed in some way, shape, or form. I feel like third partying is way more frequent due to like the popularity of this feature. It should not be something that everybody is running simply because of how useful a tool as it is. Especially in solos, where like it's already hard enough to get a one-on-one fight without someone deciding they're gonna sit in the box and wait till you run out of materials. And especially, God forbid they have zero ping and you have at least like fucking 20, 30 and you're trying to take their wall or something. You can fucking smack that bitch, try to take it. You can spray that bitch, try to take it. It doesn't matter. You're probably not gonna get it. You're gonna sit there making all this noise. Plenty of time for someone to show up and fuck your shit up. And it doesn't feel good. It just pisses you off. Especially when the person that's in the box doesn't die, you get sniped or some shit like that. And then if you get fucking cracked or something, they're gonna open up that wall that you've been trying to take for ages after you try to build a wall to protect yourself from the third party, and then they're gonna just clean you up. It's so frustrating. And I really feel like if it gets like some kind of a decent nerf, and I hope to God Epic thinks up something, I can only do so much on my own right. But I really think that's something that needs to change in some future, it's sometime in the future. But anyways, that's my hot take. That's all I got to say. I got a few new videos that I'm working on. I pulled some of the boys together for, a little bit of Fortnite OG. Got 2 things of that I gotta work on editing. That's gonna be a pain. But I also, as you've recently known more than likely, I have been playing Lethal Company with my roommate Fluff, and we've been having a fucking blast. It has been great. Working on a video for that as well. Looking forward to putting those out. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I love you. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.